he has houses in other states, correct?
I'm not aware of that.
Are you aware of him paying and helping to support other individuals in the family and also extended family and friends?
I'm not into his business like that.
You agree with me that your grandson is substantially well off, correct?
He might used to be, but if he could make a $2 million bond, he'd be out.
Would you agree with me, though, that there's a difference between can, want to, and choosing not to?
I'm aware of all of those things, but I know he don't want to be in here, so I know if he could afford it, he'd be out.
Urban Artificial Intelligence Strategic Thinking Media Platform, Yella Beezy recently was released. He made bail, posted bail. He got a bond. Good news, but it's some other information that came out about this case. Some people are saying these things are going to hurt Yella Beezy. Other people are saying it could help him possibly beat this. I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. Now, he recently made bail. What I was reading, something about his mom gave permission, or she gave the court or the judge some type of insight on his financial situation. So whatever she did, she helped him out, and she was able to get the judge to reduce the bail from, I think, $2,750,000. That's a lot. All right, that's a big reduction. That's a large number to reduce. So whatever his team or his mom did, it definitely worked in his favor. So salute to Mom Dukes for helping him out with that. It was also some more surveillance, some new surveillance footage that was released. Now, these surveillance clips had never been seen before, or at least I never seen them before. Y'all can get in the comments and let me know if y'all seen these before. When this shooting first happened, I had never seen this. I guess they got the camera, the dash cam footage from a Kroger truck. And this is just intense police work. They probably tracked that truck down when it first happened, or a couple days after it first happened. And they got that footage on the highway, a dude running down the highway, shooting in the oncoming traffic. Crazy, man. Of course, people are still asking the question, why did MO3 get out the car? I don't know. I can't explain why he got out the car. You would think if you're on a highway and somebody's shooting at you, your best chance of survival would to, stay in the car and try to evade them by driving. For whatever reason, maybe MO3 didn't feel like he could evade them. He felt like he had a better chance at gunning it out on the highway. I'm not sure. RIP to MO3, man. People was ready to confirm that the shooter, Kawan White, was working with the police, myself included, but that's not the case. If you remember, and I forgot this detail myself, there was another person arrested along with Kawan White. I think he was arrested a couple days or weeks or months after, but another guy was arrested. A lot of people are saying that guy is the one that's telling. It's not Kawan White. Now, do we know for sure? No, I don't know. Y'all watch my content. If you notice, I make it a point to say I don't know at least once in every video. Maybe not every single one, but the majority of my videos, I make sure I say I don't know, because I'm not that type of content creator that just is never wrong. I'm learning about a lot of these things with y'all in real time. So I'm not going to act like I know which one of these dudes is snitching, but based on what the police are saying, one of them definitely is. But we all knew about the transactional things, and we knew that was going to hurt Yella Beezy. The $40,000 that was allegedly transferred from Yella Beezy to Kawan White. Now, when that first came out a couple of days ago and people were speculating about that, myself, and a lot of other people thought, well, if the police know that Yella Beezy paid Kawan White $40,000 to murder Mo3, the only person who could have told the police that information was Kawan White, correct? I mean, that's what the average person would think. But that's what I thought. That's what a lot of other people were thinking. But I'm seeing there's a whole nother group of people, a whole nother narrative of people breaking down how it was Devin Brown. He's the guy that's telling. And it seems like he's got the least to lose. I think that's why a lot of people thought he wouldn't be the one to tell. But he had another case. He had some other assault charges. He was involved in other shootings, all right? So this isn't the only violent crime that he's allegedly involved in. His other cases, he's innocent until proven guilty over here on Urban Artificial Intelligence, the Strategic Thinking Media Platform. Everybody who I'm speaking about is innocent until they're proven guilty. But I'm just saying, because he has other charges that he are allegedly guilty of, that would give him a reason to cooperate. If he's looking at 20, 30, 40 years for these crimes, and I don't know the exact amount of time that all his offenses have added up, but if it's a significant number, it would make sense that he might tell on Kawan White and Yella Beezy. Now, when I first heard about this case, I thought Devin Brown may have been the driver or he was maybe on the scene somewhere. Devin Brown was the connection between Yella Beezy and the shooter, Kawan White. So Brown and White were communicating the whole day during the day that MO3 was murdered. Before and after the murder, there's a high activity log of cellular communication between Brown and White. So that's what Devin Brown was arrested for when this first happened. When this story first broke, it was a lot of rumors and a lot of conversation about this being over a female. I think I spoke on that on my first piece of content that I made about this. Now, coming to find out, that female was actually Devin Brown's girlfriend. So he was the one who was upset at Mo3 for having a relationship with his girlfriend. A lot of people thought when we heard that a girl was involved, we just automatically assumed that that was Kawan White's girlfriend. That's not the case. It was Devin Brown's girlfriend. So Devin Brown and Yella Beezy allegedly, they both had reasons to delete Mo3. Now, I want y'all to get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this narrative. All right. Was it Kawan White by himself and Mo3 or Yella Beezy just paid Kawan White, or was Devin Brown and Yella Beezy both in cahoots to do something to Mo3? And Kawan White was the guy who they both thought would be the one for the job. Y'all get in the comments and let me know. So a lot more details are coming out about this case. A lot of these things we knew, but we only knew from the surface. All right. We knew Devin Brown was involved, obviously, because he went to jail, right? But I think a lot of people kind of just forgot about him because he wasn't the shooter. Maybe they thought he was just the guy who was rolling around with White at the time. Maybe he was just kicking it with Kawan White at the time. Or maybe he didn't fuck with Mo3, but he just happened to be in the area and he fucked with White. However, their connection was, we didn't think that Devin Brown was a main character, but it looks like he is. It looks like he ain't like Mo3, and he was one of the people who facilitated this and put it together. But we don't know. All these people are innocent until they're proven guilty. I want y'all to get in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this. Which one of these guys do y'all think is working with the police? One of them is. All right, and I'm not judging anybody. If they want to tell so they can get out of prison, that's their decision to make. But this is a strategic thinking media platform, and Mo3 was a very talented guy. He was in the public eye. RIP to him. So we gonna discuss it, man. But I want y'all to know, what do y'all think? Where do y'all think this is gonna go? And another thing, I thought Kawan White was gonna be the star witness. If Kawan White is not the star witness, this dude Devin Brown, he better have receipts for everything. He better have proof of everything that he's saying. Because if he doesn't, Yella Beezy might beat this. All right. If I'm Yella Beezy and I find out, oh, Kawan White not telling, Devin Brown the one is telling, I might kick my feet up a little bit. I might lean back in my chair a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Now, if Kawan White was cooperating, it would be time for concern. But with Devin Brown, if Yella Beezy got good lawyers, man, he might be able to wag. He might be able to finesse his way up out this, man. Urban Artificial Intelligence, strategic thinking media platform. I'm going to see y'all on the next episode. Peace.